Hi, from the work van. I'm not going to sit in here and talk to you about anything political, because that's what normally people do when they're sitting in their vehicle. Nor am I going to say something like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but, because it's not what this is about. But I am being sent on a different little mission this week for work. It's a Tuesday night. So I'm going to go somewhere and make a little video out of it. So feel free to come along. I'm probably going to shut the fuck up during most of it. Hopefully there'll be some oohs and some ahs. I don't think there's going to be really any gotcha moments. But we're leaving on a Tuesday night. And what I can promise you is that it will not be Fort Smith, Arkansas. So you have my promise on that. So stick around and let's see where we're off to. Two hours later. All right. 4 hours later. I was actually going to stop in this town at an Allsup's, but there was a load of cops out front, so blew that off. Didn't want to be out there talking into a camera, and God knows what kind of small town weird mentality they got going on around here. So we push on. I am headed a little bit north, and it hasn't really gotten any colder. It's only 1 degree cooler than when I left. Nope, make that 2. So I don't know. This is really fucking boring driving at night through the middle of nowhere in Texas. So 1 more hour down. Let's and I'm not even close to maybe halfway to where I'm planning on stopping for a minute. So, but nowhere near to where I'm actually headed eventually. So, see you next hour. Nothing really to see here, but what's notable is that to my left over here, somewhere over there, second largest canyon in the United States. Been there, made a video about it. And also there was a store that sells, their sign said guns and tires. So, I don't know, make of that what you will, but you shoot out the tire with your gun, they can replace it all right there for you, I suppose. Also very close to Bob Will's hometown, Turkey, Texas. But of course it's completely dark and you can't see anything, and my God does this drive suck in the dark. Hours later. Welcome to another nondescript town. I did stop at an Allsup's a while back. Got myself one of their world famous burritos. And I'm not trying to be a hater, because I'll be the first one to step up to some crappy, fast regional food, but those burritos are just not that good. But I am getting closer to where I'm going because the burrito that was offered was a Hatch chili and cheese burrito. So, oh look, there's another Allsup's right now. They probably got them in there. Anyway, 5 hours down, several to go. 6 hours later. cruising through the mean streets of Amarillo. God, it's a beating to get to this fucking place.
That's everybody else's band. We don't, you know,
Hour 8.
I don't have a total analysis of it. I just.
This is a really straight road that's been going on for a really long time. My God, when will it end? It's so beautiful. All right, well, made it to New Mexico, and now it's like driving at night, but it's not night. It's also an hour earlier now, so lost some time. Still can't see shit. Awesome drive. Made it to New Mexico, so time for a little nap. Well, it's certainly a little bit better than a couple hours ago, and wasn't too bad sleeping in that van. But let's continue. So I think I'm just going to do the vent trail, which goes down into the crater at this volcano, because I've never been into the crater of a volcano before that I know of. So let's check it out. Coming up on hour 9, maybe 9 or 10. I don't know. I don't even know what time it is anymore. I did just pass into Colorado right here, but as you can see, like everywhere else in the world, there's construction, and I couldn't pull over for the sign. So, but this is Colorado. Really don't know why I decided to go counterclockwise. This is the Thomas Loop Trail, by the way. Hey, ladies. Okay, I had to cross that downstream a little bit. That was not cool. And the only reason I did it was because there were people here. But that sucked. What an adventure. All right, there we are back again. 2.8 miles loop. It went up and up and up that dirt street at first. And then it kind of went to the bottom of the waterfall, and then you went to the top of it. And you had to cross it and then come back down. It was pretty steep coming down, but it was way longer. So, didn't seem as bad. But spits you out in that neighborhood back over there, side street, up there. And then that's it, you do it. So, more thoughts in a minute. This place gives out fancy robe. Well deserved after that long day. Final thoughts on that hike. It's pretty good. You could do it in about 2 hours if you're taking your time. If you wanted to enjoy it. It was a little bit rocky, not too bad, nothing like Big Bend or anything like that. Lots of forest, lots of cover. Wasn't out in the open at all. Just crossing that waterfall was kind of sketchy, but other than that, I give it probably a 4 out of 5, except for that incline at the beginning, because screw that was no fun. But I guess if you did it the other way around, you would have you would have another incline. It would just be like a longer, more spread out one, so you can't really win. It wasn't really marked that good on the second half. Got turned around a couple times. That wasn't good. But anyway, that was cool. Might try another one tomorrow. We'll see. Goodbye, Green Mountain Falls, Colorado. It was a good time, even though it was raining. All right, hour 12 down, or hour 11. I don't know if I go backwards. If I'm going home, do I go backwards? I'm not sure.
The next 3 lawsuits all came from one man.
Don't know what city this is, and it's south on Interstate 25. Gonna take a eastern more route this time, going back since I can't see anything anyway. And no reason other than my friend Chris said, hey, when is the next time you're gonna be find yourself driving through eastern Colorado? So maybe it'll be cool. Anyway, 1 hour down. 9 hours to go. Haven't seen another car in about 40 minutes. I don't know if I'm driving through mountains. This is a really weird feeling. Guess judging by that, I'm still in Colorado. But I don't think for much longer. I thought I was in Oklahoma. Guess not. All right, 5 hours to go. The most exciting part of the drive. Look at this scenery. Look at God's country. Jesus, this is boring. Thank you, Phil Collins, for helping out. Childress, Texas. Don't know anything about this place other than it's 4 more hours to go, and possibly that's this Arby's sandwich took one guy 12 minutes to make with no other orders behind him because he was busy checking out his email, I guess, on his phone or something. 4 more hours. Three hours left. Just like going to Austin. 3 more hours. Hey, it's the Pecan Shed. Alright, well, it's supposed to be 2 hours left, but my 10-minute stop at the Pecan Shed tacked on 30 minutes for some reason. Which leads me to believe that it's about to be traffic time. Probably about an hour and a half from now once I get closer to Dallas. Yippee! Traffic! People!
Shying at everything from stuff.
1 hour to go.
Sometimes they just jump.
Hello, traffic.
About 2 weeks after Lynn wrote those words,
And just like that, back in Dallas, Texas. So now I have to go to Houston. It's the next day. But quick one down there and back. Done for the weekend.